Y'all gotta realize that there's some stuff that content creators get on here and say because it's true to their emotions. Two things can be true at the same time. Like, I could get on here and say that I don't feel as though I've ever had support. I can say that, right? Because that could be emotions that I've had based off of the experiences that I've had. But then people who know me or knew me could be like, I've always supported her. Two things could be true at the same time because your idea of support and mine might be different. Yours might be, I've sent her $20 for gas. Mine might be, I called and checked on her. I showed up to her house when she invited me. You know, the little things like that, because for a majority of my life, I was in an abusive relationship. Nobody knew I was being abused. But I would reach out to family and friends to show up for birthday parties, to show up just to come watch TV with me, eat pizza with me when I smoked, to come smoke with me. 9 times out of 10, unless I had something to smoke or drink, they wasn't showing up. There was a lot of times where the type of support that I needed was a physical body in the same room as me. Maybe that was selfish. Maybe that was selfish because that was my protection. The only time that I wasn't getting abused is when my family was over, because if his family came, he didn't care, he'd still hit me. Maybe that's why I felt like I didn't have abuse, because 9 times out of 10, the people around me was his family. So I was never safe, right? Two things can be true at the same time, because he might say, she says she was never safe, but what about when we used to run around the house and play hide and seek with the kids? You're right. We did used to run around the house and play hide and seek with the kids, but when you would get mad at me for whatever reason it was, it don't matter if we were playing hide and seek, you turn on all the lights and start trying to fight me. Or if you'd be at home with the kids, watching them, babysitting them, even though they're your kids, how do you babysit them? You and the kids would be having so much fun, but you would get mad at one thing they did and you would break all of their iPads right in front of their face. Cuss them out, throw them up against walls, scream at them, and then call me while I'm at work telling me to come get my kids even though they're yours too. So yes, you did help. You were there. But it was conditional. And it wasn't the type of help that I felt safe with. Like, two things can literally be true at the same time. Your belief system could be true at the same time as my belief system, but your version could be completely different than mine. And that's okay. But that doesn't make either one of us a lie, because on your scope of influence, you might feel like the type of help or the type of love that you had was real. But based off of the wisdom that I've gained, I realized that it wasn't. Both of our versions is very true to our emotions. But facts never lie. And sometimes one of the person's emotions lines up with facts. And sometimes one of the person's emotions is literally just that, their emotions. But that don't make either one a lie. Because if you do live in the flesh and you do live in your emotions, you're going to feel like your version is the truth. And my version is a lie and fabricated. That's how you're going to feel. That doesn't make it facts, though. Y'all have a blessed day.